Why are you scared?
Hello there. So this video is a little bit different. I wanted to just go to the office and shoot again. So I asked a friend of mine, Christina, to come with me to the office. I wanted to play with this idea that I've had in my brain of using some of my own imagery and projecting it onto somebody. I wanted to mess around with my only Leica lens that I have. I have this Leica lens that I found at a pawn shop. It's a 90mm f2.8 Elmarit. I wanted to do this shoot that was like very, very moody, and I was like, I already had in my brain like the way I wanted to edit it and how I wanted to effectively display this mood. I didn't really give too much direction to Christina. I actually had her just stand there and then kind of let her be free to the way that she wanted to express, and it actually worked out perfectly. But you'll see at the end of the video the shots that we got. I'm really happy with them. I wanted to add more. I wanted to add like some of my illustration and graphic elements, but I didn't want to do too much. Sometimes I think simple's better, especially if you're expressing emotion. But you know this video wouldn't be creation and conversation without a conversation point. And funny enough, the emotion that I think the images like express line up with kind of something I did want to talk about, which was general fulfillment out of life. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling him how like I pay attention to all these different things, and I look at people and I get sad, and it's not because of the way that they choose to live their life, but it's like the way they choose to not be honest with their life and not be honest with like how they feel and what satisfies them. And I just like always thought that was so important. I don't think it's something that can just be ignored so easily, and people always seem to be in some sort of chase. They're constantly chasing this thing, and it's like, I know that people have talked about it before, like being in the rat race, but I think it's beyond being in the rat race. And I think that when people are dishonest with themselves and dishonest with what they love and what brings them joy or what's important to them, then they just stop and accept where they're at and just try to find little pockets of themselves in their life that they settled on. And that rarely comes out on the other end with joy and happiness and excitement. I get it. I understand what it means to survive, but isn't part of surviving being honest? Like, isn't part of truly surviving feeling real in the world and feeling like the things that you value are real? Not being told what should be real and what should be valued? I don't know. It's hard for me to see people like chasing, and there's just different things that they're chasing to just kind of fill the void, whether it's money or fame or influence or validation. It's just they're constantly chasing. And when does that end? Sometimes it feels hopeless. Luckily, I have people around me that are honest about what they want, honest about what they want out of life, despite it being hard. And they're willing to do whatever they can to get to that point of fulfillment.